We are back on another episode of the Bro Codes. My name is Adewale Olashopo, and if you're ready, the guys on the show are ready to give you all that you need to know about the men's world. My name is again Adewale Olashopo, and with me on the show today, I am with
Timmy and
the usual guy.
Yeah, the usual guy. That's it. That's the name. The usual
How
guy.
are you?
I'm very fine, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
How have you been?
I'm good, solid. You know, some of it solid.
Timmy, how are you?
I've been going through a lot. But
Yeah.
A lot have been
It's a lot to
through.
go with in Nigeria.
I'm here today. Give grace to God.
And for those of you that don't know, these are people that make their money in the dollars. What's the exchange rate right now?
I don't even know again.
I think
Every
that's dropped
second
to
is
1.3.
dropping. It's even 1.2 now.
1.2, right?
I'm hearing the
dropped.
official rate is like 900.
I feel Nigeria should be better now.
Exactly.
Get
For
better.
people like you that make money in dollar,
do you know the beautiful
you're
thing?
always scared about the dollar going.
Yeah, and I don't want that, please.
You guys are bad
do you know
Nigerians,
the
though.
beautiful thing about Nigeria?
Yeah.
As dollar rate has gone down now,
Yeah.
prices will remain the same or even go higher.
Exactly.
Nigeria's such a
That's the
beautiful.
thing. I
We're
think
beautiful
Nigeria
people.
defies every economic
We're a beautiful people.
economic
I
theory
swear.
and economic norms.
They always have a reason to keep the price the way it is.
High.
Exactly.
Instead
But
of them
But I
bringing
think
it
might
down.
be in
Make
anything
profits.
that goes down in this country.
Yes.
Like prices that fall.
They say waiting go up, no, they go down for Nigeria.
Except
anything
maybe
will
like
go up, no, they
official
come
like
down.
governments like fuel, those kind of things that the government directly controls.
Control.
Apart from maybe like all these goods and this is always a lie. No, they come down.
It's
doesn't come
interesting.
down.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
but
it's
still
a shame,
good
but we are living through it, and it's one of the reasons the guys are here to to be able to give out the emotion with all the things that you're going through in Nigeria. It's always nice to have this kind of thing to
Yeah.
share out your thoughts. So today we're
Love
going
This
to
show helps with my mental health.
My blood steam, you know.
I like
one day
I
we're
like-
going to talk about
I
mental
like
health.
coming here to relax.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. And today we're talking about something important, something that a lot of people have discussed over time: early marriage versus late marriage. Which of the side of the coin are you? Are you for early marriage or are you for late marriage? Why would you even want to marry early if you cannot even feed yourself? And why would you marry late when you think menopause is coming soon for ladies? But this is a guy's conversation and we cannot wait to hear from you. Do you fit into that description, early versus late?
Personally, I advise people to marry late.
To marry late. Okay.
Because I feel like marriage requires a lot of maturity in all aspects: emotional, financial, mental, psychological, maturity in every facet of life. And you cannot really achieve that or have that when you're like 21, 22, 23. But when you're like probably in your 30s, you've experienced a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of experiences and situations that will build your emotional maturity to be able to handle something as delicate and as serious as marriage.
That's marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, for you said you want to marry late. Let's just get your own reaction to that. Do you fit into that description, early versus late?
You know, I'm a very weird guy. You know, right? At the end of the day, right? Marriage is a different world on its own. You know, it's two persons from different worlds coming together to become one, and you're going to get to know the person more. New characters, new things coming up about the person every day. So if and again, I don't think I support you when you say you need experience to go into marriage. Yeah, experience is there, but at the end of the day, there's some experience one shouldn't go through. It damages your mentality, your mental health. It changes your perspective. Now experience comes in two ways. It's either it makes you a better person or it makes you a beast. Do you understand? So I feel marriage.
I think you've had experience.
Yes, I have. You can tell. There's some experiences I've had. There's some experiences I have had that I wish I never had those experiences. Because honestly, it made me have a different picture, insight about life and relationships and marriage and all of that. So I'm not married.
Did it turn you into a beast or make you
No,
better?
it turned me. I have to. It's every. That's why I said it depends on how you take it.
Yeah.
I had to work on it and make it to favor me instead of me turning into a beast.
Okay.
I'm an angel. You understand? Yes.
I don't know what to say to about that. I think the women in your life can
attest
to
differently.
attest to it, whether
You know,
you're not a big son.
soft baby boy.
Exactly. But I think there's a lot of things we need to unpack in this conversation. Just like Timmy was saying, you need to be okay financially, emotionally, psychologically, all those click. You need to be. But let's even take for the financial aspect. As with the current economic situation in Nigeria right now, somebody gone are the days where you say, okay, at the age of 18, I want to have finished my secondary school. 22, I want to be a graduate. 24, I'm already working.
A millionaire.
I'm sure a lot of you have that planned out.
I had it
but
at-
life turned out differently.
Of course,
So
yeah.
we're looking at all this responsibility as a man. You are the head of your family, and responsibility rests heavily on your shoulders. And looking at the serious economic situation that we're having in the country, not a lot of people are
serious.
No, you go old. If you are waiting for money before you marry at this time
But
of
no matter what,
Nigeria,
you need to have something.
no,
You need to have something.
need to have
doing.
something. That's why. See,
You know, there's some people that they buy. Okay, just get into their marriage. God will marriage will always bring.
Sorry, please. One girl told me, I can never forget this thing. She told me that marrying now, some women, they are marrying them is to open doors for you.
Open doors
I
for
have
you.
never believed that in one day in my life.
I
believe
don't want
in
to.
it.
You believe
Okay,
in
you
it?
believe
yes,
it. Has he?
because even the
okay.
Bible says, "He who finds a wife has found
Good thing.
good thing and pleasure."
But-
in the
but-
sight
but
of
why-
God. Wait. Let
Bible
me
didn't
explain.
say-
Let me explain why I mean.
He
it.
said, who-
Now, I had a friend
Okay.
that he used to do very well.
Okay.
You know, and whenever he has money, because he's not responsible and is not accountable to anybody, he just spends his money anyhow. But now, imagine that guy is in a serious relationship or is married, and is married to a good lady, he will be held accountable for whatever penny he spends.
I disagree.
No. Let me explain.
Okay.
We agree to disagree. You understand? So don't disagree. I might agree. So at the end of the day, imagine if that guy had a girl. No, he actually told me. He said, Nifty, do you know the money I used to have before? I don't used to have it now. You understand? So I felt if he had someone that he was accountable for, like a serious relationship or probably married at that time he had the money, he would have done better. But right now, the money, he doesn't have money as he had before and he's now regretting. I feel, if that guy were to be responsible, had someone in his life that he was accountable to, his life would be much better than now. Do you understand?
Continue.
He said, no, you don't understand. Tell me your own understanding.
My point is this, but someone who is responsible is irresponsible, irrespective of who they are accountable to or responsible for. If he had a girlfriend, he would still be irresponsible. If he doesn't want to be responsible, his actions are solely his, not dependent on the person. And why I say that finances is very important, like essential for you before you get married, is because in this Gen Z era with our young ladies nowadays, you cannot put food on the table. It's not even just Gen Z, even our mothers too. If our fathers couldn't put food on the table, they wouldn't want to be in that marriage, right? And it takes time before you can accumulate enough money.
Use the Gen Z. The example of the Gen Z is better than their father's time because
Why?
actually they marry for money. Unlike nowadays, every lady, if you don't have money,
that's a very fair point.
Yes,
fair point, yeah.
Use the Gen Z as an example.
But yes, and it takes time. Maybe maybe close to your 30s as a man before you can. It doesn't mean people who are 30 are still broke, but closer to your 30s before you can hit proper financial stability. And before I think you should go and carry one woman and put in the house.
In some ways, I understand your position, Nifty, and I completely understand it because it's something that I can even relate to. Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Okay,
I've never heard a lot of it. I've known this guy for like 6 years now. I've never heard a lot story in my life.
Okay, please.
That's why we
give
always
us
make it private.
Wale.
We always make it private.
Wale,
But
I'm
actually, I'm not
listening.
talking about myself now. This is just going very personal. I'm talking about my parents. When you mentioned about finances, my dad used to be someone, he worked in Lagos, he was in Ibadan, they met in Ibadan at the marriage. So my mom used to be the person during the early days of their marriage that's very accountable for the finances, knowing, okay, we get this money, this is what we're spending it on, we need to buy this land, we need to build this and that and spend this child's school fees, this is what we're going. So my mom will always be the one to prioritize whatever it is we're doing. So I some way agree with you on that. But I've also seen women will
help you squander it.
Yes. Now, I want to get
Yeah.
him straight, right? What I mean is that I'm not saying the guy is irresponsible, But there are some
But that
guys.
what
No,
you
no,
said.
no, no. I'm not saying he's irresponsible. I said there are some guys that can't manage their finance. When they meet a lady, you understand, a good lady that is not a money spender.
Sorry,
The girl can help. Yes, now that's what I was saying.
Sorry, but like, isn't it a problem for a guy not to be able to manage his own money by himself?
It's not a problem.
not a
Everybody
problem.
has their weakness. Everybody has a weakness. So you can't judge him for having a weakness.
But the weakness is
That-
not even, is that not the basis of problem?
No, no. Everybody has their weakness. So when the lady comes into his life,
Compliments
it will help him out. What is a lady for? A lady. when
Yes,
you have a
I agree
lady,
that of course women
she
should
will
help you, not just in
yes.
finances, but in every aspect of
In
your
every
life.
aspect.
But I feel like finances are such a delicate topic that as a man you should more or less be in
But can I
control
tell
of
you that most men?
Okay, okay.
If I say most men, now
Yeah.
you want to eat me. But mostly,
Some men,
right?
yeah.
Guys always don't see any reason to save. Most guys want to spend. That's just the truth. Wait, let me
Most
explain.
guys?
Wait now, let me explain.
Simi, should I
That is why you
expose
can
you?
have. That is why you can have.
now.
That is why you can
I
have
was
more
young.
than
Why was
one
I
babe.
like that time?
That is
Why
why
was I like that
a guy can have more than one babe,
Yeah.
and he's taking care of all of them, buying things, taking them out, and all of that. Do you understand?
I understand.
But a lady can hold their money and be waiting for another guy to go and buy them lunch. Do you understand?
Okay, this we've dwelt so much about the the financial
that
aspect of it. Can we also look at career wise?
Okay.
There was this Twitter trend one time. A lady in the UK, she said she fell in love with this guy. They're both very young, in their early 20s, and they finished with their masters in the UK. They were supposed to, the guy proposed. He wanted to get married to her, and she said yes, 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 yes. But in the next month, she got an opportunity to go to the United States, and she said, okay, I'm going to keep this relationship, whatever, however it's going to work out, I don't know. And she left for the United States, and the relationship ended. And then there was another reply on Twitter with another person said, okay, this same thing happened to me, but I prioritized my relationship. I was able to get the guy to go with me and all of that. But I think also what I'm driving this to is that career itself, it's such a hindrance to people getting married these days. Gone are the days when it's okay, you have a farm, okay, just go there, you are now an established human being. You might have a career that would take you out of the country or take you out of the state, and your lady is there, she doesn't want to come with you. And I think this is also something that scatters people's plan, whether or not they want to marry early or late. It can push people to marrying late.
I think now in the 21st century, women have goals of their own. They have ambitions of their own. Gone are the days where women were solely raised to just be wives.
Wives, yeah.
Those days are gone now. So I think now women have ambitions, they have goals, they have targets they want to reach for their lives as well. So it tends to, because a man now usually has those goals, so it takes them to maybe like early 30s before they can achieve all of that. But now those same goals women have now, it's taking them to that age as well. That's why it's seeming that women are, marrying later now these days. So that's my opinion about that. What do you think?
Me, I don't believe in that one. Is distance relationship?
But do you believe in long distance relationship?
No. Do you believe in long distance relationship?
No.
No.
I don't think it can work
I
for
know
me.
of a pastor. I know of a
I
pastor
believe in
that
love.
said. I know of a pastor. No, there's love. There is love.
Doesn't love
See,
transcend space and time?
Now let me explain. Let me
Albert
give you. Let
Einstein
me give
said
you a
that,
very
by the way.
short.
Not me.
Let me give you a very short
Okay.
explanation about distance relationship. A pastor once said that he will not bless a marriage whereby the man stays in Lagos and the woman stays in Abuja, or the man is in Nigeria, the woman is in UK. He won't bless that marriage.
I think that's
Because
his own
at the end of the
opinion.
day, no, I want to explain. I want to
I don't want to
explain.
interject before
No,
you say that.
let me tell
interjecting.
you. Let me tell you the angle I feel he's coming from. Now, temptation is something that everybody should avoid. That's why even the Bible says, "Flee from temptation." You don't need to be there and say, "I'm trying to avoid it." So don't even give yourself that room to try to fight it, because it's almost the percentage of you winning a temptation is very, very slim. Do you understand? How can you be in UK and your guy is in Nigeria and you are saying you are doing relationship? I don't understand. It's like, is it school? As in, is it online class? Do you understand? No, it doesn't. To me, I don't buy
It
it.
works for some people. They even do
No,
the,
before
they do online.
At most, maybe if you guys are going to
You do.
yeah, some people do it online now.
How?
They do it online.
How?
Sex,
Please,
online,
let's
do you
censor that.
understand?
How?
Online
now?
level.
Like, you don't understand. I'm
How?
not saying it's not
Yes,
true, but
yeah.
like how?
Yeah.
No, but that can only go as far as it has a limit that they want to do the physical thing. But at the end of the day, right? Apart from even that, the communication won't be like where you see each other.
Deep.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're coming back from work, you're tired, You just say, hello, I'm tired, I need to go to bed, you sleep. You don't even know each other anymore. This one has a different life, and this other one has a different life. So it won't work.
I won't
It
say
won't
I won't
work.
say it won't work, but it's like in an ideal
The
scenario.
only way it can work is if the time frame whereby you guys go and meet each other and live with each other is very, very short. Maybe in like a month, you guys are working over things, or
Yeah.
2 months to go and be
Fair.
with each other. But if you say 1 year, 6 months, or that 3 months self is 3 months making don't the you understand?
I think it's just low. And there was a time some people were talking about people being in a relationship for 10 years. You never propose. 15 years we're in a relationship. I
How
think those
now?
are things that drag
you know
people
how
into
many-
late marriage
There are
as
some
well.
things I don't
Because
even
what if the
understand,
relationship
truly.
later
How it sorry
get
oh,
dissolved or
sorry.
it crashes? How then do you begin to plan your life again? You're already starting to think about, okay, I need to start seeing somebody else as a man. I need to toast somebody. I need to be in a
How?
relationship, get to know them. Or as a woman, you start waiting for somebody else, give love to another person in your life. So within this time frame that you're with someone 10, 15 years, and you're not talking about marriage itself, I think you should begin to hit the nail on the head.
My question is this: even let's even assume you started dating at 15. By 30, you know, you need to have married. Which one is 15 years? It doesn't
But
make
the
any
people
sense.
that do that, they date for a very long period.
No, I feel like
10, 15 years of relationship
it's
is
way
not
too
relationship.
exactly.
It's family.
Yeah, that was like brother and sister. now.
Brother and sister.
Yeah.
But
Because
also-
that's when you start hearing that the girl will say you're like a brother to me. Do you understand? But for your mind, you think say a day relationship. My brother, you're alone in the ship.
let's talk about the issue of children itself. The need to have children driving people into early marriages.
very bad
I've
decision.
had people who, because of having a child, they would want to go into marriage. Oh, I just want to born them. Now they born me, I must also born. And I've had people that get married, and for the time themselves, maybe the first 5 years, we want to pursue other things in our life and wait before we get. But you're going to have parents calling you. You're going to have uncles and aunties calling you. Is something not happened between both of you? What is wrong and everything? So I think they need to have children itself might push people into early marriage. And some people that don't want to have children might say, okay, if I get married now to somebody, this person might want a child, and so I don't want to engage in marriage for right now until I want to have children. That is when I want to get married. Don't you think that is a problem for even in Nigeria right now? I think that's a
It's a
problem.
massive problem in Nigeria, but I feel like it's about people being educated, like our parents being educated and being synthesized about the times. People have goals for their lives, and
Exactly.
children, as amazing as they are I don't want to use the word hindrances, but in some cases that's what they are, because children need a lot of attention,
They do.
need a lot of
Give
care,
me blue.
physical and emotional.
I go blow this guy. Yeah. I dey try on myself. How can you use the word hindrance?
I
If you
don't use the word hindrance.
Children
The truth
can
is,
push
how
you
can
into
never-
poverty
the truth is
if
this,
you
the
are
truth
not
is
in the
hindrance
right.
now.
The truth is that children, they require so much attention that if you're a goal-driven person, there is no how you to not deviate you from your plans.
But that's not hindrance now.
So what is that
what-
called?
How can that be hindrance?
You have a goals, you have a goal, something is deviating you from that.
It's
That
not
is a
deviating
hindrance.
you. It's not
How
deviating
can you
you.
have-
How do you balance that?
Okay, yes, let me ask you. How do
You
balance
work
that?
now. No be you go get the picking. You
What if
work
you
and take
work
care
all
of
the
the
time
child.
and you don't
That's
have
not an
the-
hindrance.
But
Okay,
if-
no,
okay,
the scenario
Okay,
where
now-
the scenario where you okay, let's even use the woman now. She wants to pursue, higher education, for example. She wants to go to maybe do a master's or PhD, and then she gets pregnant. How would that not deviate her plans? How
It
would
won't deviate
that
her
not
plan.
possible?
Have you heard of adult education?
But there are lots of women we
No,
cannot
have you heard
deny
of
that are
adult
falling
education?
into
Of course, I
this.
have now.
So you can still
But not many
continue
people
after
would
the
be-
I'm not saying
child.
I'm not.
would have that strength to continue.
I'm
after-
maybe-
Hey, you don't want to continue because means you have given up on your dreams.
No.
Yes.
Sometimes, right?
Don't-
Sometimes,
no. See,
why
let me
not?
tell you, see,
why not?
not
Why
me,
not
I-
accomplish that goal first? Then you now have enough time to
Good.
because like on one of our shows we talked about resentment towards your partner, right? There could be resentment towards that child because you could feel like
Exactly.
that child stopped you.
Hadn't
If
I
you
had
love that child
you, exactly.
wholeheartedly, but it has stopped you from
Anybody that
achieving
would blame
that
a
time
child
frame
for their
for your
failure
wants.
is
It's not failure,
is not
but
is,
postponement or delay of a goal.
I know you can't
And
blame the child.
It's not blame. It's just like a subconscious resentment.
And that means the person does not know what he's doing.
So you're saying that, so would you subscribe to just have a child if you want to have a child?
My own is that
Whether late or early.
But that would
See,
even call family planning.
at the end, thank
Yeah.
you. If you know that there is family planning and you are not going with family planning, you want to have a child, and now because you have a child, you cannot further your life vision or mission or whatever, and you are now coming to put the resentment on the child, That means you
Okay,
have
so
you need a flog, a cane.
so do you believe that okay, when you get married,
Mm-hmm.
you can take 3 years not to have children to just
Children.
pursue your goal? Do you believe
Yes, it's
that's
possible.
okay?
It's very
I
possible.
think we agree on that.
I think it's easy to say.
Now,
Let me say
an
this,
average
see,
Igbo man,
it's
right?
easy to
Yes,
say.
I
In
understand you.
Italy-
What you're saying, right?
Okay.
Sorry, what you're saying actually really applies for an average Igbo man. Average Igbo man believes that before he gets married, he needs to achieve his goal.
True.
An average Igbo man can be 35, 40 years before. If he does not make that money,
He
ego,
will not-
nah, it happen that thing. He will not want to venture into any woman to say he wants to get married or start having kids. Do you understand? So I understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, if you make a decision to having a child and you're saying it's because of the child that is making your life mission or vision not to come through or on time, then you have missed your priorities.
I think some people might agree with you because I've read somewhere, a friend of mine and I were talking 2 days ago and we're talking about loneliness. How loneliness, I can't remember, she mentioned how someone wrote an article about how loneliness has pushed people into different kind of vicious things. You see terrorists, you see people that are engaging in a lot of illicit acts and all of that. And most of the things that drive them into this action is because of loneliness. And if you could marry to someone and be complete, become whole with that person, why don't you do it if you need companionship as a way to hold yourself as a human? So I think you wouldn't blame that person if they go to marriage early because they feel like I need to feel. Of course, we can't deny because I can read into your mind. They say that are you not a whole human being? Can't control yourself. But we are all different human beings. If marrying it with someone
Sorry.
feels like it's complimenting me, I'm not feeling whole in myself. I don't feel emotionally okay. Even issue of emotional stability, emotional strength, you need to be emotionally stable before you can get married. But what if you're not emotional? What if you think that emotional stability you need would be derived from the partner that you want?
Yeah.
I feel like this is where being, like you said, being emotionally intelligent comes in. I feel like if you don't feel whole as a person, you shouldn't go into marriage. Nobody's going to complete you. You are a person that was born alone, will die alone, probably lived alone for a long time before that you met that person. So if you should
But
feel,
companionship itself has what it does.
of course, companionship should complement. It shouldn't complete. That's what I feel. It should make you feel better, but you already feel good. Do you understand? You already feel good as a person. Just having a companion should make you feel better. But you as a person, loneliness shouldn't be a reason that drives you into marriage. Because if that drives you into marriage, it will drive you out as well very soon. Because nobody wants to. It's what they call dependence. I mean, codependence. I've forgotten what they call it, right? Depending solely on another person, no matter how much you love that person, will eventually lead to disrespect. Okay, to eventually lead to abuse. Right? That's why it's very important to be your own person. Then you can now meet another person who is their own person. Niggas can now complement each other. That is my opinion.
But for emotional maturity itself, does it come with age?
It comes with experiences. That's what I would say. It comes with experiences, not age. You could be 40 and I don't know if I can say the full, but you could be 40.
Full and 40.
You could be 40 and not
Yeah.
be intelligent. You could be stupid at 40. And you could be 23 and have gone through a lot that has made you more mature intellectually. So I don't think it comes with age.
Just before we round up this conversation, there's this very popular Nollywood actress, Omoni Oboli. Her son married recently, I think last 2 weeks or so.
How old was he?
Well, I think it was 23. Some people said 23, 24. He married quite early. For someone like him, are we going to say he's born into a family that is well-to-do, is well-trained, and is not thinking about where he's going to get his next meal from? Perhaps he's emotionally stable in the right place. Perhaps he has future prospects. Perhaps he just needs companionship that will be, okay, I'm already old enough. I feel good enough to get married, and this person is ready. So if you tick all these boxes, in what way do you fit? And this for both of you as well. In what way? What are the boxes you need to tick that would make you want to feel I'm ripe for marriage early, or this I need to scale back a bit and wait for time to?
Yeah, a lot of people.
So what are the boxes you would tick after you answer the question?
Okay. A lot of people go into marriages for different reasons. You know, unlike before, our parents always be like, early marriage is good. Imagine you are playing football with your son. Imagine you are, your son before you get to a certain age, at least your child has grown up to,
You start eating the fruit of your labor.
Do you understand? You understand that kind of thing. So, but at the end of the day, I think his decisions, if it makes him happy, it's a good one.
It's a good one. I think it's
You
just based on
understand?
individuals.
Yes. If he's happy, if it's something he can live with, I wish him good luck. Because I mean that is if you have the money and you have found the right person, or you feel you found the right person and you're at peace.
I like that. You feel you found the right
You
person. Because you
understand?
could still be the wrong person.
Yes, you can
Exactly.
be the wrong person. You feel you've found the right person and you're at peace. My brother, that is a very good decision, because at the end of the day, it keeps you focused. See, I'm telling you that marriage helps people to be more focused. You understand? More
But we
deliberate.
are seeing a lot of marriage getting dissolved these
No,
days.
yes, that's because most of them are not even ready. They feel they are ready and they are focused, and some people just still want to play. Do you understand? Some people just want to still have the fun, but you can have fun in marriage, but people just they want to eat a goosey soup or crawl, vegetable or her.
I know where
all
you're
of that.
going.
You don't
But
understand?
just to remind you of my other question, what are the boxes that you would tick for you before marriage is even considered?
Before I can consider marriage, I think those
So I can be the judge and see if you're going for early or late. But it
No.
seems you're already going late now.
me. No,
That was a good one.
it's because you have not found
Okay,
it.
let me know your box. Or should I go to him first and
No,
let
go to him. Go to him.
What I would say is that
What are the boxes
using,
you would
using
take?
this guy for
It's not
example.
until he has money.
I want to know the boxes.
What's his name again? Yeah,
Omoni Obolis. I can't remember his son's
her
name.
son,
Yeah,
right?
her son.
Her son,
Pardon
right?
me.
He's financially stable,
Yeah.
obviously, from the family he's coming from. So that's a box ticked already.
Yeah.
He should
Financial
be.
Stability
He's
is
not
a box for you.
financially. He should be.
We
Let's
don't know
not-
for certain,
that's why I
but
say
from his
we are
family,
saying
he should be.
Okay.
That means
He's
He
talking
might
about
be
his own boxes
financially
right now.
stable.
You're talking about your boxes.
My suggestion,
Okay.
and
But
I'm using
referring
that, I'm
to
using that guy as
the
an
guy.
example.
As-
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that guy is probably financially stable. So that's
Okay.
a box tick financial stability.
Okay, for you.
He probably feels she's the right one, which is very important, knowing that's the girl you want to be the mother of your children. Because I saw a report that majority of the time, children are as intelligent as their mother. You understand? It comes from their mother's side, not really from the dad's side. So you have to look at that girl. She sees somebody that is always on TikTok, somebody that understands business and finance. Not that TikTok is bad though, but she understands, what it is.
A lot of
I love
Nigerians
how
are
you
coming
become
for
me.
you. A lot
Are
of
you an old man?
a
What
lot
is
of
TikTok?
Nigerian women are coming for you.
Does she understand what it really means to be a woman and a mother? So
Okay,
that's
that's
very
second
important.
box,
That's second
okay.
box as well. And then thirdly, I don't know this one for certainty because I don't know him, but he has to be emotionally mature. Because having like 3 children, a wife looking at you for guidance, looking at you for direction, it takes a lot of mental and emotional strength. So I think that's the third box that has to be ticked. Then also, I feel like putting God in everything you
Yeah.
do. That's also very important. So I think that the 4 boxes I would tick.
You would tick,
So
okay.
yeah. So I don't think 24 is early. I really don't think. If not that my ex messed up, I suppose I'm married by now. So
Oh, but you don't do
Ni-
late
Nifty.
marriage again. But I thought
Nifty,
you
what are
said
the
late marriage.
what are the boxes you would take?
But by 2020, sorry, but by
What are the
23
we're running
or
out of time
24,
right now.
Have you had experiences that you say you needed?
yes,
You have the
enough.
experiences.
Only you're not
Did-
there.
I mean, this guy quick spoil.
So what are the
Anyways,
things you
the
would
boxes I would take
Yeah.
is if I feel I have found the right person. If
That way it's quiet. But
yes,
Yeah.
if I
We
feel
need
I,
to
no, we hear you deeply.
if I feel I have found the right person, right?
Okay.
That's the first box I would take. Because at the end of the day, the person I'm going to end my life with really matters to me and my kids.
All right.
You understand? I don't really like this broken home thing. It doesn't really sit well to
It's
me.
very
Yeah,
important.
it doesn't sit well to me. So if I feel I've found the right person,
Okay.
and financially, finance is also important.
Important. Okay.
Also,
Second box.
It's-
Second box.
Yeah, that's the second box.
Said
Yeah.
also
Finance-
important, like it's
it's also
secondary.
important, but it's not. Yes, it's secondary.
Yeah, okay.
To me, right?
Okay.
It's secondary to me.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't know
To
about
you.
He's
you.
Okay,
entitled
to
to he's
you.
entitled to his own
To you,
opinion.
fine.
What's the
Yes.
third box you're feeling?
And the third box is if the lady respects and would accept me to be her husband.
Wow. I think
You know,
I
you
think
can marry somebody, but the
you are
person.
putting me in a tight corner.
No,
I don't know
you
where to
can
judge your
marry
box.
somebody-
Whether late,
Yes. No,
whether
that's
late
it.
or early.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can marry someone to be your wife, but the person does not see,
See you.
As
as
the
a
husband,
man.
she has maybe like
No
And
matter
I
the
think a
amount
lot of
of
people are
money
living
you have.
as is it co home owners or something?
Yes, roommates.
Roommates,
Yes.
exactly. That's what to put it.
Deep
But for me, I think the
roommates.
boxes I'm going to take. Number one, financial stability.
thank you. You have to be number one.
Don't listen to this man. Hunger is real. Financial stability is number one. Emotional stability is number two. And also my career. I want to be where I want to be before I
might
get
not agree
married.
with that, but
No,
since it's
this is
personal
my
to you,
box now.
sorry, no
I want
vex.
to be able to.
I'm
It's not that I want to
your
have.
box,
It's not that I want to
sorry,
achieve.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying I want to
I'm
achieve
sorry,
everything,
I'm
but I want to
sorry.
be where I want to be. I don't want to look back having resentment with my wife, having resentment with against my children because they are holding me back for something. So I want to have these three boxes ticked, and of course we have to complement each other. Complement each other as you know what you're doing, I know what I want, these are goals we want to pursue together. So I think these four boxes are very important, but majorly finances, emotional stability, get to where I want to be in life, mentally,
foremost.
careerly, all the clay,
Careerly.
anything that we
Careerly.
talk, all the leads, we need to put them together.
Yeah.
But I think this is where we draw the curtains. Please let us know the boxes that you're going to be taking to decide whether or not you're going for early marriage or for late marriage. We do have a lot of comments, but we do apologize that we cannot be able to go through all these comments. We're going to add it on our pinned comment on our YouTube page and on other social media platform. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you for
this
having me.
week,
Thanks
Nifty
for
Really
and
appreciate it. It's always a good
and
time.
Tim. It's always
Yeah.
exciting to
Again.
have this. Okay, am I going to join in that? Thank you, guys. The guys have spoken, and I hope you've listened.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining the program. This is still Bro Code. We've been talking about early marriage or late marriage. My name is Adewale Olashopo. Do join us on all our social media platforms to let us know what you're going for, early marriage or late marriage. Give the reasons and let us understand. Until we come your way next time, I am Adewale Olashopo. I feel like I'm repeating my name. They must know my name.
Yes, you don't blow.
Thank you so much, and bye for now.